We have a major death coil problem, everybody. The most recent PTR bill enacts a 10 RP cost increase to death coil, as well as a commensurate damage increase of about 29%. This sounds great on paper until you realize one vital problem, guys. Nobody is generating enough runic power to cover this increase in cost. Beyond the full spread of mythic parses for Trilliacs, our acceptable scapegoat of bosses here, your average DK generates anywhere from 1550 to 1800 runic power over a 3 to 5 minute fight. About 8 runic power per second, give or take. However, using Necrosis and Weaving Death Coil leaves the average DK wasting, meaning generating RP over the cap, a mere 5% runic power. You aren't generating anywhere near enough excess runic power to cover this increase in cost. There are no adjustments to the amount of RP you'll be generating, which is going to stay at about 8 per second, meaning that Death Coil Weaving via Necrosis is going to be effectively gutted. As it stands on live, we already have dry spells where we cannot weave, and these will be even further exacerbated by an increase in cost, and forcing us to generate more RP to be able to begin weaving again. Because of this set of changes, I've theorized that in the 7.2.5 environment, Necrosis will no longer be the go-to. Contrary to popular belief, I think Clawing Shadows will remain more powerful than Castigator, and moreover, I think Bursting Swords will rise to prominence along with a sleeper talent, Shadow Infusion. Infected Claws will be a close second, but I can definitely see DC dumping, definitely boosting our regeneration for runes much higher. I would say the new optimal spec would be something like Bursting Swords, Blighted Rune Weapon, Clawing Shadows, Sludge Belcher, you're going to use Lingering Apparition most likely, Shadow Infusion, and Soul Reaper. That'll bring Uvenimore, the Unbeautiful, up past KJBW in the Legend Order because we'll need the runes in order to keep up with this new wound cycle that we're going to be doing. It sounds a bit off the wall, I know, but I'm backing this with some important shifts in thought here. Black Claws, our new gold talent, places a premium on Dark Transformation uptime in order to maximize its effect. We already know that T20 will be placing a larger focus on casting Festering Strike. We also know that we can hold on to T19 two-piece, bolstering our rune generation as well. The increase in Death Coil cost reduces available DC casts per fight. The cost also raises the uptime of Runic Corruption commensurately. 4/4 Eternal Agony, which is going to be one of our next talents after Black Claws, or next traits after Black Claws, pushes Dark Transformation to a 28-second duration. Getting an EA Relic, which may or may not be difficult, would push EA to about an exact 30-second duration, which is about a 50% uptime currently. So with Shadow Infusion, you could boost that up quite a bit higher. Currently, Virulent Plague damage is really inflated. EF, contrary to popular belief, still ticks at the same rate regardless of the talent, but the ticks are just doubled in size. So our regular VP, without Ebon Fever, is going to deal about 679k damage, for me personally, with my level of mastery and strength, over 21 seconds, which is about 32k DPS. Whereas Ebon Fever with VP deals about 815 to 816k over 10.5 seconds, which is about 77.62k DPS. Festering wounds scale up heavily the more you can break. With BC alone, you can affect about a plus 25% increase in wound cycle with a Necrosis rotation. And without one, you could probably boast that up a little bit higher than that. But there's so much more to this, and I could go on for an hour about the Cascade effect, but I'll cut to the chase. Shadow Infusion enables us to make best use of our DC casts, reducing swing in terms of our DPS rotation. You're going to maximize the uptime of Dark Transformation. Bursting Swords is going to make that faster rune cycle a lot more worthwhile. And Blighted Rune Weapon is going to grant us those emergency runes in case we're sitting there kind of wondering what we're going to be doing. The combination of Black Claws and boosted EA duration can increase the impact of Mastery as well, which is really good, especially because Mastery is one of our main stats. But as with everything on the PTR, a lot of this is still subject to change, so I will be keeping up with the changes as they happen. Check my blog out at vicedraken.wordpress.com. The link's going to be in the description, guys. Like and subscribe for more awesome content below the video. Vice versa out.